Radio. Wrestling podcast featuring Rom and Bomber and Rab and the one and only Peanut. Woo! Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Jobber Radio. Bitches.
Where's that German guy who spins people?
If he dies, have it be at fucking WrestleMania.
Oh my.
Dude, why you guys being an asshole?
You're dead.
Oh, yeah, you're dead. Hey everybody, what's going on? Jobber Radio, this is our big episode number 20. First of all, I think that's an accomplishment in itself. 20 fucking episodes we've been able to get together and actually pull this shit off.
It only took 5 years.
Yeah, it only took 5 years, and we were supposed to record last week. What happened with that?
Life is way more important than this.
Dude,
I don't think it was last week. Was it?
It was like 2 weeks ago we tried. Yeah, we failed multiple weeks, and
we tried the week before Christmas.
Yeah, oh come on now.
I couldn't because Star Wars. So I was watching.
Yep.
I was watching Empire Strikes Back that day.
Oh, not bad. Good choice.
So
I think that's better than the podcast.
It was
I
okay.
I agree. No, it's just December was like unbelievably busy. Just because December is always busy, so now it's not. Now I'm lazy. Yeah.
True. Okay, well, anyway, I guess, have you heard everybody already? I'm Bomber. Jake, other words. We got Matt Zion. What's going on? Was the New Year good?
Formerly known as ROM 2000, as the intro clearly states, so now we have to use it.
Yes, we do have to use our new intro that Peanut did. By the way, it sounds good. I like it. But, of course, he said ROM instead of Matt Zion, which we told him to do. And he fucked it up. But, Peanut's doing Peanut things.
Yeah, it's Peanut. His rap video you sent, though. Oh, my God. It changed my life. I was taking a poop when you said that.
That needs to go.
I was crying. I was crying. It was so good.
I'll put that on the very end.
Can we put that down here? Can we put that down here?
Or just play
below me.
Cut the audio right now and play it for like a couple, maybe a minute of audio, and then come right back.
Right now? Okay,
yeah.
I can do that. I make sure that happen.
I thought 2014 was the end. It was just the beginning. You ready for this one, Tony Danza? I know they're not ready. Let's go. The rappers here, never back down. Call me a clown, get knocked down. The rappers here, never back down. Call me a clown, get knocked down. Don't react, you thinking I'm soft, flipping me off, tell them ahead of the game, son, and I'm ripping it off.
And we're back. Wow. So good.
That was incredible.
That was incredible.
And if you want to see the video, I'm pointing below me to the comments.
There it is. That's a whole nother link that he's got to go get now.
It'll be in the description.
Good job.
Yeah, I might not remember.
That's why I said I was pointing to the comments, because I know.
Oh, the comments.
Okay. All right,
so I'm gonna have to put it in the comments.
So let's get we forget our plugs every single time. So I run Wreckless Eating on YouTube and Zion Mainframe Gaming, which you probably hear on Wreckless Eating more than likely, but they're both YouTube shows. I'm a sensation. I'm pretty much the coolest thing since sliced pie, which is not actually a thing. I just invented it right now. Go.
Okay. Rab, you got anything?
Yeah, so obviously I'm John Boyega. I Rab on here, but
you're such a nice person.
John Boyega, from Star Wars. So please go see the film.
Yeah.
I would
Do you
really
have a
appreciate
Twitter,
it.
Rab? Do you have a Twitter?
Do I have a Twitter?
Yeah.
Technically.
Well, you need to have like a real Twitter.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I don't have you on there.
I technically have it.
Well, then start using it.
There's an account.
Yes, start using it.
What for?
Because
what is it?
You need to tell people about Star Wars.
Rab Bethan.
Oh.
Feel free.
Okay. All right.
There it
Bomber.
is. You can follow me, my personal one, at the Tech Direct. I think that's what it was. Yeah, at the Tech. Is it the? Yeah, we're gonna put the. I'm gonna say the. And my other one, which is at Job Squad Media, which is my other gaming kind of channel. I do kind of do other stuff with some of my roommates and some of my other friends. But yeah, check me out on Twitter. It's good times.
Isn't there an at Jobber Radio?
There is an at. Well, if the motherfuckers don't know there's at Jabba Radio by now, something's wrong with them.
No, I think a lot of people probably won't know because
Okay.
every time that I post this,
an idiot.
every time I post this, it's like 2 weeks later, and we have like a significant number of new fans that join Reckless Eating. So like, yeah,
I
they probably
noticed
won't. You just insulted all of them.
Okay,
Good
well,
job.
first of all, too damn bad. Second of all, follow us on at Jobber Radio. There we go.
Yeah.
We got it in. Plugs successful.
Yeah, good. Good stuff.
So how are we starting this thing off? What do we want to start with? Do we want to talk about all these fucking injuries that are going on right now with John Cena?
Let's. One thing I
Let's
wanted
save
to
that.
ask, I just wanted to casually ask, since we'll get into the wrestling in a second. But has anybody seen, besides Star Wars, anybody see any other movies lately that they enjoyed?
I seen Creed.
Okay, so I've heard good things about Creed, but I also heard that if you weren't a huge fan of the original Rocky, like I enjoyed Rocky, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was way before my time, obviously.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't really feel the magic of it. So I heard that if you didn't really feel the magic on the original, you're not really gonna feel the magic on Creed.
Nope, I disagree with that. I've seen 4 of the. I didn't see the last Rocky movie, which I heard was like the worst anyway, Rocky 5.
Yeah.
But I seen 1 through 4. They were good. I mean, they were whatever. I wasn't a huge fan like everybody was, but this movie, dude, I think this. I was telling some of my other friends, it's probably my favorite Rocky movie. Like, I know it's not a Rocky movie, but probably one of my favorite ones of the whole bunch.
I know
It
there's
was
a lot of
fantastic. It was
a lot of people are
fantastic.
pushing for him to win Best Supporting Actor, and that way he would win. You know, it would be. I think it's the anniversary of the first Rocky movie, so if he wins it, it'd be like 20 years later or whatever it is from the first film. So that'd be kind of interesting. I guess he's supposed to be really good in it.
Yeah, no, it's I can't. You haven't seen it yet, dude. It's really good.
No, I mean I only go out to the theater for like the really important movies, and that did not scream really important to me because I'm just not a Rocky fan, so it's not my thing. Like Star Wars, basically had my my ticket. I had to go see Star Wars right away, and that was
How many times have you guys seen Star Wars?
Only once. I don't see any. Even if I really love a movie, I won't see it more than once. I'll wait until it comes out on DVD and I'll watch it. But I'm a one and done kind of guy.
I've also only seen it once, but I'm very
Really?
disappointed about that.
I know. I've only
just
seen it
haven't-
once, but I feel like I'm missing out.
I just haven't had the time, honestly.
It's really
The
good.
one day I did have the time, I was going to go with someone, and they bailed on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's excellent. I mean, it lived up to all my expectations personally. And
Yeah, mine too.
there's a lot of people that cause I don't want to try to spoil it or anything at this point though. If you haven't had it spoiled for me, you're a fucking internet ninja. But
Yeah.
I really like Kylo Ren a lot, and I think a lot of people put up the
okay.
whole. Oh well, he's one dimensional. Blah blah. I couldn't disagree more. Jesus Christ, there's so much more depth in him as a character than Anakin from the first 3. Like he's basically like a Darth Vader with actual feelings and motives. Like with Darth Vader, they don't really reveal it until the last movie of the original 3. But like, I really love his character and I love where he's going and everything that they built up. There was some mistakes and shit, but god damn, it had that magic. Like just from the opening crawl, it was magical. It was so good.
Yeah. Did you see anything else? I know I kind of was the only one that jumped in there. Did you guys see anything else besides that? I hate to steal your.
I only saw one other thing that I saw 2 movies that we rented. I saw The Man from U.N.C.L.E., which has Henry Cavill and Armie Hammer, who was originally going to be Batman in like 2008 in the Justice League movie that fell apart.
Interesting.
And it was good. It was just a nice little spy thriller.
I heard of it.
Throwback.
I don't even know what it looks like.
It was a
but I've heard
TV
of it.
show back in the day, and they
Yes.
rebooted it. But it was fun, worth the rental. The one that I would recommend you stay away from like cancer is The Ridiculous Six with Adam Sandler on Netflix.
I seen that too.
Why did you watch that?
Because I have a movie review thing I do, so a lot of the fans were like, "Please watch this because it's awful," and
How many
so I had
things
some.
do you do?
It took me to I do we do the food
Not enough.
reviews, I do the gaming stuff, I do the basically if you're a YouTuber and you're not trying to do everything, you're failing miserably.
Jesus, do
So,
you do a wrestling podcast too?
No, but like the
Not really.
movie reviews actually go on the gaming site, so everything's kind of just on there. I only have 2 YouTube channels, but So I decided to watch it. It took me 2 days because it was that bad. Like, I would basically just stop and go. If I had 10 minutes, I would watch a little bit of it.
That's funny. I had to watch it in 2 days too.
It's so bad. The only thing that's remotely good about it, there's one thing that I found absolutely excellent, is something that will blow Rab's mind because it's a statement that you would never think someone would make. The best part of the movie is about 5 minutes or so, is Vanilla Ice dressed as Mark Twain.
Okay, so first off, you can go to hell for spoiling the movie for me.
That's not spoiling anything.
No,
5 minutes, bro.
Now I can't watch it. Because
you need to go look up Vanilla Ice as Mark Twain because he was. I mean, I was literally actually laughing, which is something I wasn't doing for any other part of the film. I was like writhing in pain because it was that bad. But everybody else plays their characters kind of goofy, but like straight for the era. But then they have Vanilla Ice come in, which I had to look up because I didn't even know it was Vanilla Ice. They have him come up just as Mark Twain, and he's just like spouting out rap verses and stuff. He's like, "Yo, fool, what's going on in the hood?" It was really entertaining, and every time that he left, I really got sad. God, yeah. Adam Sandler looked like he was pooping every single scene that he had.
I didn't think it was that bad. I don't think it was like good or anything.
You're why Adam Sandler still makes movies. You were the person.
Okay,
I mean, he's Southern.
I'm not going.
Yeah, right.
What? What?
Yeah, you forgive Adam Sandler for his terrible films because you're Southern.
On a related note, semi-related, I also watched Pixels.
Oh God, don't tell me you liked it.
I watched that 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? 2 days ago. Watched that 2 days ago. Pixels. Got it on Redbox.
And you kind of liked it.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, fuck
it
you.
Wasn't that bad.
Fuck you. You're the reason why this fucking cancer of Adam Sandler still has a career. He's the laziest motherfucker ever. He took somebody's awesome idea off of YouTube, which is where they got Pixels. It was a little 10-minute short that somebody made. He took that, bought it, and then created it, put himself in it, and didn't do shit. He just barely acted his way through a decent idea for a movie.
He's never been a good actor, though.
Yeah, he has been, though. I disagree completely. Have you ever seen Punch Drunk Love? He was amazing in that.
Punch Drunk Love is very, very
Jesus
good.
Christ, he's awesome. And then I would still say that
he wasn't even that bad in like Click.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I loved Click.
Yeah,
I liked Click. Click was his last decent film before he just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna dress up in drag and say it's my twin sister." Because that's the worst thing he's ever made.
Yeah,
hands down.
I
think even Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, because I mean, like he was acting weird, but I still think he did a good job in what he was trying to do. Yeah, he was acting.
Yeah, those are classics. Yeah.
Yeah, but now he just literally walks. He's like, I got a hot wife in real life, and I'm just gonna fuck her. I'm gonna like pay all my friends to come dick around, and off set I'll probably have personality while we're drinking and getting high, but on set I'm just gonna be a fucking robot and ruin all these movies that I'm in.
Don't be mad at the player,
No,
don't hate the player, hit the game.
Because his movies are fucking shit.
Sure, but he knows that.
No, but he does, and that makes it even worse.
No, that makes it. He found a loophole in the system.
He didn't find
the wrong guy. The wrong guy found a loophole in the system.
The Netflix people apparently aren't happy with that movie because he's supposed to do 3 more that are exclusives, and they were reporting that Netflix is pretty upset that it was that bad. So they
gave money to Adam Sandler.
Yeah, what did they expect?
That's Netflix's fault. That's not Adam Sandler's fault.
Are you talking about like sequels or like separate movies?
No, just
separate movies.
Four exclusive
he got 4 picture
movies.
Deals.
Yeah, 4-picture deal, exclusive
God.
Netflix, and they were so upset with it that they buried. You can't find it on the front page anymore. They buried it almost immediately, but they're stuck in contract. So Adam Sandler was like, they thought they were gonna get like inspiration Adam Sandler, and then once they saw the movie, they're like, oh God, we're just getting like status quo Adam Sandler.
Yeah, ugh. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's as bad as you're making it out to be, but it's not like a good movie. It's not that. It's not the worst.
That's why
though.
he has a career. It's because of Bomber.
No, I mean it's a mediocre movie. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's like one of the middle of the pack movies. It's just,
no. We have a very different idea of what middle of the pack movie is.
Okay, yes, I agree. It's a little below middle of the pack. Okay, yes.
All right, here's one example, Rab. So I would say it's not even just Adam Sandler. It's a lazy film. So there's one part with what is his name? His buddy that's in every fucking movie that he's ever been
Rob
in.
Schneider.
Rob Schneider. There you go. He meets Rob Schneider. I won't even tell like what the circumstance is. It doesn't fucking matter. It's stupid. He meets Rob Schneider's character. They're in a barn, and Rob Schneider has a donkey. Okay.
I already know
So
what you're gonna
at
say.
the end of the scene, the donkey just randomly shits all over the back of the barn. Just randomly. And then Snyder's character's like, he does that because he likes you. And like, okay, it's foreshadowing. Like, they're obviously going to use this in some way down the road in the film. Typical film move, right? You set up something, an hour later it pays off. A minute later, they get into a gunfight with a random guy they're trying to steal money from. The donkey shits on the guy to stop him. They set up a thing, and a minute later it paid off, and they never mention it ever again. It never happens ever again.
Well,
That seems about right.
Yeah, it's Adam Sandler. What was the fucking point of the donkey shitting at the beginning? Because it didn't foreshadow. It foreshadowed something that happened a minute later.
I remember it did something else later on. Like when they're at the campfire. I don't remember exactly what. There's
I
like,
fucking hate Adam Sandler so much.
I think it farted. He said something about that was a wet one. I don't remember 100%.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Fuck you. I hate Adam. I hate the player and I hate the game. I
hope you're
hate
happy.
I mean,
the player.
I
that's within the
I
game.
know it doesn't have the like cultural value of, guys eating rotten food and throwing up.
Yeah, but I was a pioneer, though. I was a pioneer in that, bro. There's plenty of bad actors and bad movies that got lazy in their later years before him. I was the first, baby. All right? Yeah, don't hate the player over here. Hate the YouTube.
I don't, man. You just
Ugh. I think
doing what needs to be done.
the only other movie I think we saw was we rented, what was the one with Ryan Reynolds? Where it's called Selfless. That's what it is.
Oh, I seen. Yeah, I
that
haven't
was,
seen it, but I seen it like the DVD and stuff.
That was interesting because the first 20 minutes of the movie is Ben Kingsley because his character is dying of cancer, and so he finds these people that can transfer your brain into somebody else's body. And Ben Kingsley has this like super hard New York accent. It's just, I'm a New Yorker. I'm gonna bury you. It's like, okay, like it's pretty obvious. Then he transfers into Ryan Reynolds' body, and it's just Ryan Reynolds' accent. Like he doesn't even bother do. But all the other characters that do it transfer their accents.
That's weird.
Never really understood that part of the movie. That's about it. Yeah, that's it for me.
The most recent movie that I saw, it's not a new movie, but it's the most recent movie I saw, which was about 2 hours ago. Everyone go watch Mean Girls, even if you've seen it already.
I've never
Mean
seen
Girls
it.
is wonderful.
Never
Oh
seen
my god, it's one of my favorite movies.
They're talking
Go
about
watch
doing
Mean
a
Girls.
sequel to
It's-
that one, I think. They were
It's
talking
great.
about
Well,
it.
they've really made like a bunch of direct to TV sequels.
Yeah,
to
but I
that.
think with the actual, like, the whole cast, they were trying to get the originals back for it.
Only if Tina Fey writes it, because Tina Fey wrote the original one.
Yeah. I like Tina Fey. I think Tina Fey's
didn't
super
like
hot.
And then before that, I watched Clueless. There seems to be
Clueless
some
is
kind
good.
of pattern.
I
right
do
there.
like
That's
Clueless.
good.
Clueless is
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah, it's good.
That's
The TV
classic.
show was actually pretty entertaining, too, I remember, from my childhood. I actually watched
Shit,
that.
I didn't know it had a TV show.
Yeah, they didn't get
Yeah.
back Alicia Silverstone, but they had everybody else, and it was still pretty good.
Right, it had Stacey Dash and Donald Faison and everyone else.
Because she was too big to go do that. Fuck her.
She was
doing
too big to go
Batman
do
and
that.
yeah, she was doing Batman
Whatever,
and
Batman.
Robin.
Yeah, I forgot the best fucking Batman
The
movie.
thing
I
that
forgot
killed
about
her
that.
career, even though she wasn't very talented to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Hey,
actually.
she was good at Clueless.
She was great in
won't-
Clueless, yeah. Playing an idiot.
Yeah, I won't get too far into it, but I also seen Interstellar.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I just seen that, and I just saw that.
I haven't
this
seen
past
it yet.
week.
It's the only complaint I have about it, and I won't give it away, is I didn't really care for the ending a lot. I mean, a lot of people had
True.
that problem, but it has probably my favorite space scene ever, and that's when they're trying to redock the ship. No, it's not
Oh, yeah, that's
good.
pretty cool.
The redocking is, it's perfect. I can't find a single issue with it. I will go back and just watch it every once in a while because it just gives me goosebumps. How utterly amazing! Yeah, Rab, you need to go see it. It's
I know
fucking
that I
great.
just haven't had time to see, because the reason I've seen like Clueless and Mean Girls recently
Yeah,
is because
right.
I've seen them a million times. I can
Yeah.
stop in the middle. I don't want to stop in the middle of Interstellar.
Like, I've seen Mean Girls and Clueless, but I haven't quite had time for Interstellar yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's because like I said,
Well,
it's
it is
'cause
I
like 4
understand
hours
your
long.
point, but it sounds funny on paper.
also Mean Girls is fantastic, and I'd put it up
imagine.
against like any movie.
I imagine.
I'll see it one day.
I would
I'll see it
try
one
it one day.
I like Mean Girls so much, my wife bought it for me on Blu-ray.
I know my girlfriend really likes it, but I've
pretty
never
intense.
seen it still.
It's a wonderful movie.
Yeah,
And
okay.
anyone, I'm sure someone will say some shit in the comments. I don't give a shit. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Well, I also finished
Fashion the fans again.
I finished Jessica Jones finally. That was great.
Oh, it's great.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ! It was a Bomber didn't see it, right?
No, I haven't. I still haven't seen it.
All right, so I guess I won't spoil it. But I was saddened that a certain character potentially won't come back. Although I hope the
Oh.
character does come back.
Oh.
But yeah, it was just awesome, and I loved the way it ended. I loved like the moral issues that are going to be brought up, and I like how it's going to affect Daredevil. Like eventually, when they do the team up, it's going to affect his morals and stuff. It's really good. I loved it. It was just awesome.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, Daredevil comes back what in April?
Yeah, it comes back, but then they're gonna.
Have you seen the trailer?
It's March actually.
Is it March? Have
Yeah.
you guys seen the
March.
trailer?
I haven't
I've
even
seen the teaser.
Daredevil.
Yeah, the teaser for it was good.
I just seen the date. That's all I saw on it.
Yeah,
But
I like the cleverness of getting the Punisher symbol there without like being corny about it. How it's the X-ray of the skull. That's cool. I never because that's one of the I was like, how the hell is he gonna have
Enter
the skull associated with him? Because that's so corny if you think about it nowadays. It's like, oh wow, that was ingenious. It's like very good. And then like Elektra and stuff and the hand, like it's gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Well,
it.
God, you guys, you know what? I should just bring you guys onto my other podcast that I do, and we should just
No,
do that.
This is enough.
Fuck you guys. Well, how about we just turn this into that, and we're done? How about that?
I can do the. I mean, I don't. You know,
It's,
I don't have as many outlets as Rami does.
We'll
as,
just
Zion does.
we'll just close this one and keep going because it's
what-
it's an overall media podcast. We talk
entertainment,
about
yeah, it's entertainment
TV,
podcast.
movies, all that stuff.
What it is is that while I don't have time to watch Interstellar, I do have time to talk and then later listen to myself talk.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
so
it is.
here's my question: how many movies have you seen lately, and how much Raw have you seen lately? Let's combine the two.
All right, that's a good segue, actually. A lot of movies and not a lot of Raw.
There you go. So it
I
sounds
have
like let's
seen-
do it.
I have seen a lot of movies, and I haven't seen any Raw in like a month. Definitely since the last time we did this podcast.
More SmackDown.
It's just a chore. No, I don't watch any. The only
No,
wrestling
I
I've
definitely
watched
watch
is
SmackDown.
NXT. I've watched a little bit of NXT. That's about it.
Okay.
Even that I fell off of recently.
It's been good.
Well,
I haven't seen. I've seen like no wrestling in the
It
last
was
month.
Sami Zayn came back, so that's the reason why they got me back. Was to see
good.
that.
I saw
Sure.
Takedown and Takeover,
Yeah.
and that's the last thing.
Well, maybe we should talk about.
I keep up with it though. Let's throw that out there though. I like all of us are keeping up with it. I still read the results, and
Yeah.
sometimes I'll watch the YouTube stuff. So I'm aware of the creative direction and
Yes,
what's happening.
I'm on the website. I'm on their website like almost every day, and I'm looking at like I look at the pictures and read the write ups and stuff. That's what they do though, so I don't know if that's any different than like what.
Yeah. I hear there's a man named Romy Ray, or something.
Romy
And-
Ray.
That's probably him.
It's a rapper gimmick.
Romy Ray.
Yeah, he's
something like
the
that.
ICUS
And,
champion.
I want to talk about since we're
He's
talking
fighting
a little
the
bit
United
about
Nations.
a little bit about NXT. There's speculation right now. AJ Styles. What do you guys think about
I mean, if they bring him to NXT and they don't put him on the main roster with how thin their roster is, they're fucking idiots.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you think he's going to go NXT, or do you think they're going to bring him straight up?
Maybe-
I almost guarantee he's going
maybe he
NXT.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's like, Baylor doesn't want to go to the main roster right now.
Yeah, but it's not his
Maybe-
choice though. It's not his choice.
Sure,
If they want
it
him,
is
they're
to an
gonna,
extent.
I don't think so. I think he has absolutely zero say with where he goes, as far as they're concerned. If they really want him, they don't have a choice. He'll go.
Well, like I said, to an extent.
Well-
To an extent, and yeah, he obviously doesn't have final say. He's under contract. He has to do whatever they say.
Yeah.
But
I mean, AJ should go to the main roster. I can see the only negatives could be that he hasn't wrestled a majority of the people on the roster, and it might not click right away. But who cares? It's AJ Styles. Like he's quite literally one of the best wrestlers, pure wrestlers on the entire planet. I'm pretty sure he can work different styles if he's gone all over the world, and he's really, other than breaking a few people's necks on accident, he hasn't really had too many issues converting over.
Accidents happen.
well, I mean, obviously, they should leave him in NXT for a little bit.
Yeah, but
a lot
then
of people have had troubles
it
running
might
into
take
the
away his.
WWE style.
It might
But like
take
I said,
away
a lot of
his
people have had-
luster, though.
I mean, a lot of people have had problems breaking into the WWE style.
It's true.
To be fair,
I know, but I think he's like the last indie name that is big enough to where it would matter if he just debuted on Raw.
I don't think so. I think he would break out on Raw, and depending on where they are, he could come out the crickets.
No, but right now though they're
Complete-
desperate.
No, I'm
They
ta-
are desperate
I'm ta-
though right now.
I understand, but I'm saying,
Well,
I mean, if he debuts in like, let's say Nashville, Tennessee, which is
Fucking-
not exactly a
fucking Atlanta.
Yes, or fuck no, Atlanta. I think he'd do all right because it's not that far from Orlando. But like Nashville, Tennessee,
True.
he could come out and get crickets. It's not like he would come out and like the place would explode because
but he's international though. Like he's not just a United
I'm not
States
saying
indie guy.
whether
Like
he
he's
is
all
or
over
not.
the world.
But I mean, if he debuted like, you know, in LA or if he debuted in Brooklyn or something, the place would explode. But if he debuted in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah, but he's Southern though. He's Southern. Any of the
it's
Southern
not about
states, he's
being
going to do
Southern
really well.
or not. It's about the places where people follow international wrestling. People don't follow international wrestling in Nashville, man.
Yeah, but he's Southern. All he has to do is get on the mic and be like, "Aye, sisters and cousins are sexy," and they'll be like, "Yeah." That's all it takes. That's all it takes, Rab.
You know, I don't think that about all Southern.
I think he's a much
I don't
bigger name
either.
than
You know
people
what?
give
I'm
him
from
credit.
North
Well, of course-
Carolina. I don't.
Of course
think
you
that.
don't.
Hey,
Of course you don't, Casey.
He's
Look
a
how
much
fast
bigger
you
name than
jumped
people
on
give
it.
him credit. Like a lot of people thought that Joe wasn't going to get a great reaction, but like I feel like Joe is one of the other names that could have debuted on Raw and he would have been fine. Just right away. Just put him in a big situation and people would have cared.
I think the same thing about Joe. I think it's all about where they debut him. If they debut him somewhere,
Okay. Well,
people
then
follow,
okay.
I don't
So
think-
then
and-
to compromise,
then how did Kevin Steen get such a huge?
well, because he was in NXT. That's what Rab's.
Kevin
argument.
Steen
No,
was
when
an NXT profile.
when he debuted in NXT, why was it? Oh, I guess it's
Oh, no.
because it's
No, there
more
was
like.
some-
NXT
Smarky-ass
or
crowd.
Smarkies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Smarky-ass crowd.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, okay. Well, to compromise, then Rab, they need to debut him on the main roster, not on NXT, and in the right town.
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Okay,
We can
well-
compromise.
And
I don't disagree. They're super thin. They could use it.
Mm-hmm.
But would you wait till after Royal Rumble?
I would debut
mean,
him at Rumble,
would you
personally. I would debut a shitload of people at Rumble because then it gets people talking. Did you hear all of these guys, like basically the Smarky fans, did you hear all these guys that I loved are all debuted at the Rumble? I need to watch Raw the next night, and then they can start building the Mania.
I mean, I may or may not be at Rumble.
Yeah,
What do you
I would
mean?
go if I
There's
could.
a decent
I would go.
chance. There's a decent chance I'm going to be at Rumble.
Love Rumble. It's still my favorite.
you're
even though
gonna
last
like
year's
be there in
abysmal.
person?
Yeah, in person.
Well, do it, dude.
Yeah. just
I
go.
could have been at Survivor Series, but thank God that didn't happen.
But Triple H is winning, so it doesn't really matter.
We'll get into that, but I'm still not doing this
See,
now.
that might be why I don't go.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Damn, to drive all the way to Orlando and pay for the hotel rooms are expensive for that night because a lot of people are going to be in town for Royal Rumble. To drive all the way up to Orlando, 4 hours just to see Triple H win the Royal Rumble. Oh,
And he's winning, so. But yeah, what you're saying? What you're
history.
saying, Bomber?
No, I'm wondering because the other Bullet Club guys, you got
history.
there's not too many two-time Royal Rumble winners, okay? Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
What does that mean?
just fuck it.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, what do you guys think about the other guy? I mean, the other New Japan guys that are leaving,
Oh, yeah.
leaving with AJ.
Well,
Like,
I don't
do you think they're
care.
going to come in as a group, almost like? I mean, is
Baylor,
Bullet Club? I assume
Baylor's
they can't.
teasing it hard.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I think he's pushing for it. I don't know if they're thinking about it or if it's confirmed, but I think he's definitely pushing them for it.
Who is?
Baylor.
Balor?
Yeah,
Baylor?
Balor is just...
I keep saying Baylor, but
It's
I mean
been Balor. Yeah, you made me say
Yeah.
Baylor.
Yeah.
That's I was
I've
like,
said,
what?
I've said it like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I think he's pushing for it, but I think they're considering
Well,
it.
Finn Balor actually tweeted a picture of him, wearing his Bullet Club shirt, standing outside the performance center
Yeah.
with the
I
the
assume
subtitle saying
they
they
can't
should have been
use-
here by now.
I assume they can't use the name.
No.
I assume.
But they can do Balor Club, which is what he's already been doing.
Really?
Yeah, he's been coming out with his shirt. It's the Balor Club. Like now he does like he has his jacket. He does all like basically he's doing his gimmick from New Japan.
I
And
feel
he's
like if
just
these
Balor
guys
Club.
all did go to NXT, it would instantly like, okay, what the fuck are these guys doing wrong? Because straight up, NXT is already pushing Raw for everything it is right now. If they come in, they're already international, whatever. Everybody knows who they all. I actually don't know much about the Carl Anderson guy. I know he's like the lead dude, but I've never
He's
fucking.
not the lead dude.
He's not the lead dude
no,
over there.
it's him and he's in a tag team with Festus, which is
Gallows,
what
yeah.
he'll always be Festus to me. No, they're just in a tag team. The leader was always first it was Finn, then it was AJ.
But he's
and now
an
it's-
original member though.
Yeah, he's original, but he's not the guy though. He's always been a background person, and now it's Kenny Omega's basically taken over as the leader.
Kenny Omega, really?
Yeah, he's awesome. I fucking love Kenny Omega. He's so good. He's great.
But basically, I was wondering, do you guys think they're going to come in as a group, or like
if they
solo?
were smart and they wanted to
It'd be
shake
great.
things up, they need to do something like that would be amazing. Just imagine like kind of similar to the Nexus formation, but not the same thing, obviously, because you don't want to just repeat the same angle. But they would have some sort of big invasion group thing, because that would get people talking right now. And right now, no one's talking. They were talking when Reigns won, and now that Reigns won, people are just kind of like, I'm tired of seeing a 70-year-old man feud with our 30-year-old champion. So they need something big, and this would at least cover them for a couple months until they can start, doing the 4-week build-up to Mania. I would say it'd be smart, but knowing them, they never do the smart decision, so they won't do it. No.
Well, also the other reason, and I haven't read this anywhere. It's just a feeling that I've had. I kind of feel like Triple H is protecting the NXT guys until Vince stops.
Yeah, until he goes away.
Yes,
He's
until
probably not going away for it's not going for a while though.
No, he's gonna die on the job. He will be.
Yeah,
he'll
and
die backstage or something.
we still have he probably will. But I mean, we still have a really long time under Vince still, I feel.
Yeah.
Not when I say really long time, like about 10 years.
I don't know about 10. I give him 4 to 5 before he has a stroke or a heart attack. There's a 70-year-old man he can't be on
seriously.
the drugs that he's on, right? I mean, he's
The
clearly
drugs.
not wellness policy tested at all. No way. You can't look that way without being on drugs. So his heart can't take it. He's going to Eddie Grow, unfortunately. I mean, that's just the way it is, but it's his choice. There's no way he lives more than 4 to 5 years.
I thought he would have died.
I am
2
happy to
years ago.
find out that he's not blind.
Yeah, apparently he was moving around pretty good, wasn't he? That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. He was moving around good, yeah.
All this, he's falling apart. He's blind. He
Or
can't see.
or he just knows the ring really fucking well, and he can just kind of play it off.
He's got really good ring presence. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, he's been around the ring for 50 years. I'd be kind of weirded out if he didn't know how to get down the ramp and in the ring half blind. Because I think most of them
the ramps are not the same size every week.
Actually, I think they are the same size every week. It's the
No,
arena's
they are,
different
they are.
size. I think they're the same size. Same ramp. They don't bring a
the-
different
the-
sized ramp.
The ramps definitely change in size.
Sometimes
From
they don't
arena
even have
to
a
arena.
ramp. Sometimes they don't even have a ramp.
I don't know about that. But either way, I
No,
don't know.
they do.
I
They
think he
definitely
could fake it, but I'm with you. I don't think he's blind. So I don't know why the
It'd
fuck
be-
they
it-
were holding his hand in that ESPN special and like flashlight for him in clearly lit room, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Vince is weird and eccentric. I don't know.
No, Vince is definitely weird and
Yeah.
eccentric. So.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Bomber. I think he's trying to keep certain people. I think I think he lets some of them, Triple H lets some of them go, like Tyler Breeze, because there's nothing else for him there. So I mean, he can only protect them for so long until it's like, well, good luck. I mean, I have to get new people here, otherwise, I can't keep the same guys here for years and years and years. Like eventually, Finn is gonna go to the main roster, and I think it's actually sooner rather than later, especially right now because they need talent so bad. But yeah, I mean, like Steen's doing great. Owens, he's probably doing the best out of everybody that came recently.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Well, good. I kind of had stuff for him. So what do you? So let's get into the Royal Rumble. If you guys want to get into that now.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
All right. So I want to know, why are you saying Triple H is going to win?
All right, so it's WWE booking 101.
Okay.
They've given it away. I hope they didn't, but it's if you followed any of the disappointing rumbles, we were, it's the way WWE would book something. The logical thing to me would have it come down to Lesnar and Reigns as the final two. Like that would be a pretty cool moment. It would remind you of
I would
Mania.
like that.
And I would say either guy could win. It really wouldn't matter to me. I don't really care if Reigns wins. I kind of don't want him to win because I want it to be, I like it that the Rumble when it's not one specific person, but every year it always is one specific person. They always win. But if it comes down to them, it'd be great. But what happened was Reigns beat the crap out of Triple H after the last, or it was like 2 pay-per-views ago, or whatever it was. He beat the crap out of him, and then so basically Triple H has been gone. He's been off TV. So if Triple H pops up before the Rumble, then he won't win the title. But if they pull the whole bullshit where either Reigns is going to win and Triple H, they'll be like, well, there's a 31st contestant, and Triple H will come out. Or Triple H will just be straight up 30, and he'll come out and he'll beat Reigns. He'll win the title, because that way he doesn't pin Reigns, so he doesn't technically make him look weak. Especially if Reigns lasts all 29 guys before that, or 28 guys. And so then Triple H will go on to defend the title against Reigns at Mania. And the reason being that I say that is because their original plan from Meltzer was to have Rollins versus Triple H, having Triple H turn babyface, and Triple H was going to win the Rumble and face Rollins for the title at Mania. So they're basically just swapping Rollins out for Reigns and just going with the same plan, which is an awful plan because Triple H in no way, shape, or form should be winning the Royal Rumble, let alone being in it at this point. But it has them written all over it.
I agree. Well, Rab, what do you think that's going to be going down? What do you think about that?
I mean, I
Obviously, you don't want it.
I said a lot about Triple H on this podcast over the years, which makes most people probably think I hate Triple H, which is not true. I just think he has a blind spot for himself.
Yeah. He's
Just
good with
a
other
glaring
talent.
blind spot for himself.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good with NXT. Like he's good when he's in the Vince role and he's not wrestling. But yeah, when he's wrestling, man, total blind spot.
He's got this huge blind spot for himself, and I always say I don't like to say bad things, but if he got paralyzed, it wouldn't be the worst thing.
Oh, come on, bro.
Dude.
How about just a severely torn quad where he still can walk fine, but he has a little bit of a limp, and that prevents him from wrestling anymore.
I don't want him to get paralyzed. Obviously, that was a joke, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, please,
Wow.
nobody
Wow.
email me. Not that anyone has my email. Apparently, people have my
They got your
Twitter.
Twitter now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because I don't
He's
go on Twitter.
Rabathan at papatude.com.
There it is. I
Feel-
hope that's still running.
I don't even
No
know if
comment.
that's it. I was just guessing. It's probably it, isn't it?
I think that actually gives a bounce back now.
Okay.
I don't think that would it's up
Okay.
anymore.
All right, good.
It definitely used to be.
By the way, I
Yeah.
totally got to tell you guys something fun
used to.
too after this, but yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I just wish like he just grew a conscience. Like, man, I could get injured in the ring and I got kids and stopped wrestling, because it would be the best version of Triple H.
Yeah, I don't.
Non-wrestling Triple H would be the best version of Triple H.
I don't. Yeah, if he stopped wrestling right now, I wouldn't be sad about it. I still think he's good for Manias, for just miscellaneous matches, but I really wouldn't lose sleep if they were just saying, "Oh, he's done with in-ring physicality."
I mean, my favorite match that I've ever seen in person was that second Triple H Undertaker match at WrestleMania.
Hell in a Cell.
In Hell in the Cell, which of course I talked awful crap about in the podcast immediately before it.
Yeah.
Though I also admitted it on that podcast that I was gonna get into it while watching it, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
But at least there were no real stakes. It was just watching Triple H wrestle to watch him wrestle, and he's a great wrestler. But I don't want to watch him wrestle for any real stakes. I don't want him to win a Royal Rumble or a title or.
Yeah. Well, he won't main event. I mean, the main event, like my prediction is going to be Rock versus Brock. I think they're going to find a way to get Rock into the match and do it, because that basically they're just going to throw a shitload of money at him, especially now.
Well, he did say he was going to be there though.
Yeah, but they said that they were having like insurance issues. The movies he was working on didn't want to risk him getting hurt, which is makes sense. He's gotten hurt twice now, wrestling Cena both times, ironically enough. And they were saying that they let him show up, but they didn't want him physically wrestling. But I mean, why have?
I
Rock
thought he
even
was going to
there?
do something with Ronda again.
I mean, yeah, but the problem with Ronda is she can only do segments. She can't wrestle because Dana White won't allow it, and she's still under contract. So until her contract's up with UFC, she can never do actual matches. She can just do segments.
She's not undefeated anymore. She can fucking leave.
No, she can't, though.
now.
Dana's
She can
still...
leave.
There's big money in that rematch, so Dana's not going to let her do
I know,
shit.
I know.
And plus, Dana White, he doesn't fucking work with WWE.
It's true. I wouldn't either.
They're going Brock, though. That's the last big money match that they have right now that they can do because they didn't build anybody up properly enough.
You think Undertaker's going to be?
Yeah, he'll be there.
Yeah?
I foresee Undertaker...
Who the fuck's he going to fight?
See, I think they might do him and Wyatt again, just
Oh,
because they don't have
God.
Cena. But like, if they do it, like, you better fucking give Wyatt the win.
I don't know.
Jesus.
If they do it, I don't see him. If he comes back, I don't see him losing.
I do if it makes sense. There's no reason
Nah, I
to
don't
have him
think
keep
he'll lose
winning
again.
over and over and over again.
No, he's not going to lose.
If he had fought Cena, he was going to win. I don't think there's any way that Cena, because one of the rumors going around for a long time was that Cena didn't want to do it because he didn't want to be the one to break the streak, and that's the only way he was willing to wrestle him was if he won. So like, I don't think he would have pinned Cena. Like, it's time for Undertaker to start fucking losing. I
Not
love
at
him.
WrestleMania,
He's
though.
great, but he needs to start. No, he needs to start fucking losing. He doesn't have to win every fucking WrestleMania. He lost to Brock. The magic is gone. It doesn't matter if he loses one and wins one or loses one. He doesn't have to win all of them.
Then
Nobody
he's just
cares.
gonna turn into fucking Jericho, and nobody fucking likes
No,
Jericho.
he will
anymore.
not turn into Jericho because Undertaker's been protected his whole career, and Jericho never was. Jericho's always been the job guy for main
I
event
know,
talent.
and I got pissed off. Like, oh, Jericho's coming back, and he's gonna win the Rumble. No, he's not. Jericho ain't gonna do shit at the Rumble.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but again, though, you're saying that Undertaker could become Jericho, and that's never going to be possible because they're completely different talents.
Well, they are. Yes, yes, they are. But I'm saying he's gonna come back and then like just start losing everybody, then just start putting people over. That's like
No, I'm not
that's
saying
all
losing
Jericho
to
does.
everybody. I'm saying that if they put him in the ring with fucking Wyatt, he needs to goddamn lose because he's treated Wyatt like crap.
I don't think he should have lost the first time. I
No,
don't
he
think
shouldn't.
should have
No,
fought
you're
him.
right. He shouldn't have. He shouldn't even have fought him. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, he should
it was
not have fought him.
It was a no-win situation
It
for Wyatt.
buried him.
Yeah,
Yes,
it did big time.
bury him.
And then the Survivor Series thing. God damn it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what they'll go to if they can't do Cena. But I don't know who else could he fight that would be interesting at this point.
That's what I was saying. I don't know who else he would be fighting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think Owens might be fun. Like Owens could be good, and I know Owens.
That could be a good match.
He's a really good worker too. He could protect Taker.
Yeah.
But like, if I had to pick one match at Mania that I want to see that I know they won't do that I wish I could see, I want to see Brock and Owens. God damn it! Like I want them to build up Owens for the next 2 months into this dickhead monster jackass who's just beating the crap out of everybody, and have him and Brock just let him have like a no DQ brawl at Mania. God, that
It would be a great match, but I don't know if like I don't even.
Yeah, but see, but like, at some point they have to start pulling the trigger on the new guys. If they don't, then you're just going to keep seeing the same 4 people in the main event.
Who do you see winning that match? I don't see Owens winning that shit.
But that's why it's so great, though, because I don't really see Owens necessarily. If they built him up right, I would question whether or not either guy would win or lose, because Owens is the fresh monster heel. So like, I want matches where I don't know who's going to fucking win, because I'm so sick of them doing matches where I'm like, well, this is what's going to happen. By the way, I get to gloat. I was fucking right about Sheamus. I was just 1 day off.
Yeah,
So
we
you
still
guys
haven't
can
been able
all
to talk
eat
about this yet.
my shit, because I was so right.
You were
hurts.
close, but I was also right because I said that he was gonna beat Reigns at the TLC.
See, I was also right because I
Yeah,
said
but I was still. You guys said that he was going to hold it for a while, and I was 1 day off from my prediction of him being a
So-
complete transitional champion.
So it's safe to say we were all correct on that.
No, I was right. You were all
with,
wrong.
I agree with well, no, never mind. I don't agree. Rami was wrong because he said he was gonna win.
Hey,
when he
so
lost.
Peanut, what do you think about
true.
this? Matt's right. All right, we are
Fucking
tied.
Peanut.
We are at a
he
stalemate.
doesn't even know your name. He could not call you Matt.
Yeah, Rami.
Rami.
Unless he raps it. Then
I
he
like
might.
how I don't even think did we even mention Peanut at the beginning of the show?
No, because he's so
Why?
far he
Well, we
hasn't.
mentioned
He's
him.
been
He's
a
not here.
non-factor of the show.
Well, we talked shit about him earlier. For messing
Well,
with
we
the
kind of
theme.
did, yeah, because he messed
But-
up the name name on the beginning.
So then, what is your guys' dream? Like, what would you, with the current roster situation, what do you think can save Mania? Like, what would be your ideal matches?
Just shut it down. Just shut it down. We'll be back in the summer.
We'll be back next year.
We'll be back. Yeah, we'll bring it back. WrestleMania
They're-
33.
They're so screwed right now.
They are.
I mean,
Well, because they just
short
lost
of-
Cena. I don't know if we
Short
mentioned
of,
that.
and I know it's what happened.
We didn't mention. I don't think we mentioned that Cena's gone for 6 to 9 months. Like
Yeah,
he
we
has
did.
a
We
rotator.
did. We
Okay.
mentioned it.
All right.
We mentioned it.
Yeah, he will not be. Yeah,
No,
he's
no
obviously
Mania
not
for
gonna be
Cena.
there.
No.
Yeah, short of, and I know Bomber's not going to like this idea. Short of bringing back Daniel Bryan,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
but I mean,
at least
I
he would
wish.
give them something.
I
to
wish,
do.
but
I mean,
but if his health
I hope
on
he
the
comes
line,
back at the Rumble and gets eliminated by fucking
Wyatt again.
no, Heath Slater.
Some
Fuck
nobody. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean,
but remember,
And their new
Bomber
fucking group.
Bomber does not hate Daniel Bryan.
I don't hate Daniel Bryan. I hate the people that are getting like just being fucking dicks because of Daniel Bryan.
Oh, you
I
mean
mean,
being
at
dicks
least-
because they didn't get what they wanted? Yeah, that's,
Exactly.
Wow, that's
They're being
such a
little
dick
crybaby
move.
bitches.
We're not doing that again. All right, we're not doing it again.
Yeah, we're not having this
I'm
conversation.
ready.
Well, okay,
I'm
so
ready.
who would you place Bryan against if his health actually held up and warranted it? Then would you go Brock? Because that's pretty much the only match I want to see with him. Rock would be fun.
I mean, they've already built up Roman Reigns. He's getting back over. It wouldn't be the worst thing to have, Bryan versus Roman Reigns.
They'll never do it.
Even
though.
if you have Roman Reigns win. I mean,
They won't. Yeah, but they won't do it though.
They won't do it
because it'll kill everything they've done for Reigns. Like I could even see them in this situation being
No,
like,
I mean,
we're
even
gonna
having
keep.
Reigns win.
No, I know, but it'll kill him though. He won't be a face anymore. Like
No, they
anything
will
that
do
they've
the
done
shit
right
out
now
of
will
it.
be it'll be gone after that.
Yeah.
But I could
True.
see them keeping Bryan, even if he's healthy, which I don't think he is right now. But if he is healthy, I could see him keeping him off TV until after Mania, just because they want to keep Reigns' momentum going. Because that 70-year-old man relived the Stone Cold feud in order to get the Samoan over.
They've got nothing. I mean,
No, they don't.
Jesus Christ. They're in such a bad spot right now.
They fucked themselves.
Sure, they put themselves in it, but they also got a lot of bad breaks.
They did get a lot of bad
It's
breaks.
a mixture of both. It's one of those things where, if someone loses their job, it's shitty. But, if they had been saving money instead of, like, wasting it on shitty stuff, they would be able to last longer. It's
that's not the
same
best
thing.
example, though, because that's one person versus an entire corporation that should have people that know better.
No, it's not. It's one person.
We just lost like maybe about 10 minutes of recording, so sorry, fans. We were talking. We lost Daniel Bryan. I don't know if we covered it, but let's just say it real quick. If his health holds up, bring him back. But they won't, because pretty bottom line, if he comes back, he's going to wreck any progress that they've had with Reigns.
Yeah. And
So maybe they shouldn't bring him back then. I was the one who brought up potentially bringing him back just because they're so in need of anything.
Oh, they need to bring him back. Who fuck Reigns? If
I mean,
Reigns can't stand if Reigns has to be so protected that they have to keep a guy who clearly fans will want to follow more, fuck Reigns.
Well, I just meant till after like Mania.
Yeah, still though, fuck Reigns. I mean, I hate the idea that, well, this guy, oh man, we can't have another guy come in because he's way more popular and it's going to do way better business for us. So let's keep him off TV so this other guy can do better, or at least decent business. That's a dumb logic. Like, why wouldn't you bring in the guy who's potentially the next like good guy? I don't.
you know who I'd put him up against?
That's why I say till after Mania, because
but like they are trying to sell out a huge fucking stadium for Mania. Why would
they'll
you
sell
keep
it
off?
out anyways. Mania's Mania.
I don't
That's
know if
true.
they will though. They said that they're having
he's true with
problems.
that.
I said they're having problems though.
They are having, but Mania's
Yeah.
Mania.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the pay-per-view after Mania.
This is
or
one of
even
the
one
biggest
before
stadiums,
you gotta
though.
worry
They're
about.
trying to break like the all-time record.
Well, then they fucked up.
They did fuck up because
Maybe-
they thought they had Cena, and they don't.
Mania's Mania.
Okay,
I don't think they're gonna have problems selling out Mania.
I have
I
a
think they'll
problem.
have tons of problems selling out. Fallout or whatever comes out. Fastlane. I
That's
don't even
before,
know.
yeah,
That's
that's
before
Fastlane before.
Whatever.
Yeah, no,
They'll have serious problems right after. But
I just
don't
don't
think
see
they'll
a
have problems
reason
selling
when you have like basically you're playing poker and you've got this great hand, but your slow friend Lenny, who's horrible at poker, has like a worse hand than you, but you want to like let him win because you want Lenny to have one of those victories. Fuck you, Lenny. I'm gonna win at poker. Good analogy. Good analogy.
Because I think if they wait till after Mania, they can have both guys. But I think if they do it before Mania,
I mean,
they
the
can't
moment
have-
he gets on TV, Reigns is gonna get booed again.
I
disagree.
120%.
Yeah,
Correct.
so why
I think if it
hold
happens-
off?
I think if it happens after Mania, I don't think that's true. Because the thing is,
dude.
if you do it before Mania, then Daniel Bryan should be, in Mania. If you do it after Mania, then whatever. Daniel Bryan should be on, fast fall lane
I
thing.
don't know though, because again,
breaking Benjamins. I have
when
no
they
idea what any
bring
of
him
That's
back,
exactly
though,
what. You know what? That's it. Breaking.
when they
Benjamin.
bring him back,
Breaking
though,
Benjamins.
he's not going to be main eventing. Reigns will. So if the only way that they could stop Reigns from getting booed is to switch the places with him for a little bit, which is, again, what we've said many times they should have fucking done to begin with until he cooled off. But they just treat Bryan like crap because apparently Bryan is just not good enough.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like we need to do a booking show at some point. We need to book WrestleMania.
Yeah,
No, I don't
here's how you book WrestleMania. Give Daniel
not
Bryan
now.
the main event. There you go.
I'm
That's
not
it. I
scared.
just saved you an hour podcast. Give Bryan the main event one more time when he deserved it.
Brian, the main event? Are you shitting me right
Yes, not now. I'm the previous one. That was just.
Oh, the
yeah,
previous
one. No, now I don't care if he gets the main event anymore. But that's the problem. They beat down the fans so much that it's
So
like,
wait. If they would have given the main event at last year's WrestleMania,
Yeah.
that would have not helped anything out at any point.
Again, though, you are looking on. We've gone through
How would
this.
that
You're
not have
looking on
helped- how would that not
premonitions
have helped anything out?
that nobody fucking
Even if
knew
he-
about.
Even if he had gotten injured, at least like it would be over.
Yeah, He got.
Are you
he
guys
got
forgetting that the main event was a damn good main event between
Yeah, but it would
Brock
have been
and
1,000 times better with
That's
Lesnar
fine,
versus Bryan.
and they could have done that literally right now.
Yeah.
Now that they have,
Yeah, Bryan would be hurt, and they would do Lesnar versus Reigns.
I wouldn't even be.
We would literally we would be talking about right now. Well, at least they'll have Brock and Reigns at WrestleMania, as opposed to going, oh, the fuck are they gonna do at WrestleMania?
No, I wouldn't be opposed to another Brock and
You know
Reigns.
what?
That was a great
No,
match.
but-
Have an actual finish this time, and there you go. Because
Well,
it was
no, if they could have had, if Daniel Bryan had main evented the last WrestleMania and gotten injured immediately after, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that would have been it. Yeah,
They could have had. First off, you'd basically be done with the whole Daniel Bryan thing.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
it. Yeah, for sure.
And then you could have just had Brock versus Reigns right now in 2 months with a real finish.
Yeah.
Because the reason you couldn't have Brock versus Reigns with a real finish was because of how angry everyone was that they screwed over Daniel Bryan. So if you had just done that and just waited an extra year, they'd be in a much better position.
Yeah, indeed. You're so full of shit. You're the
No.
one sitting there talking about like, oh, well, he would have gotten hurt, so it wouldn't matter. We're
No, I
giving
didn't
you
say
other
that.
like future premonitions, and you're like,
no.
I don't know. Daniel Bryan
I didn't
sucks.
even bring up the injury. I didn't even bring up.
Yes,
the
you
injury.
fucking did. You totally
You did last time.
The last time I did, yes, I didn't say a word
man.
about it this time.
But I'm
I just
saying,
think
even if he got injured, they'd be in a better position right now
Yeah,
than where they are.
because the fans would have gotten what they wanted, and that's it. I mean, they gave them what they wanted, and that's that. There you go.
What? Now you're saying the only thing fans wanted was Bryan to win the championship.
No, they wanted him to main event WrestleMania. They should have just done the
No,
Rollins
in
finish with
a
Bryan and
real
Brock.
way. No, they want him to main event WrestleMania and even win. Yes, he could have won.
Yeah,
and
but
win at
that's what
WrestleMania,
they would've
but like
wanted.
in a real and then he would have got injured a week later, and
No, but
that's
like,
it.
I think they
And
would
then
have
we
just
would've
done the
moved
Rollins.
on.
They would have just done the Rollins finish, which would have been fine because Bryan still would have gotten into the main event, and then they would have just had Rollins come out and screw
I don't
him,
think they would
there
have
you
done
go.
that finish. I don't.
I
Think
don't
think they would
I
have
think
either.
I think they fucking hate Bryan with a passion. So I think
don't think they
Vince
hate him.
I think Vince has a legit gripe with Bryan because he ruined his Randy Orton versus Batista main event.
Oh my God! If that no way, I don't. I mean,
That was their main event. What the fuck do you think?
it was, and I'm not going to disagree. That was a stupid choice for a main event.
Yeah, but I mean, I seriously
I
think
don't-
there's people behind the scenes that are mad that I think people blame him because the way that you listen to them talk about it on podcasts, there are even wrestlers that like blame Bryan for Reigns not getting over initially when it had nothing to do with him. So like there are people that hold a grudge. There are people that hold a grudge against him, and that's why he just continues to be shit on. Which doesn't matter now, but still,
if they had actually put him in the main event,
it would have been all over.
they would have done it. They would have done it. They wouldn't have done that finish because they would have done it just to finally get people out of their fucking hair.
I don't know though. I'm telling you, people hate him backstage. Like the right people don't like
I know,
him.
but I'm saying the right people would have only put him in that main event just to get people to shut up.
Yeah. Well, they thought,
And they would have never got anyone to shut up with the Reigns with the Rollins finish.
it's true, but they thought 30 was like a decent enough finish to shut people up, and they were wrong. So
Yes, because it was fake. They should have just done it regular. They didn't have to this weird fake thing.
Yeah.
If they
It
just
didn't
did
feel
it
organic at
regular
all.
last year, right? Had him, win the Royal Rumble and go to Mania and win at Mania, and then he gets injured immediately, or even if they took it away, kind of like what happened with He Who Shall Not Be Named.
Well, then because it's his fault. Because it's his fault. He got hurt, which it's not really, but like it's his fault in the eyes of the fans. Bryan got hurt again. It's kind of like, I guess I'm not going to follow this guy anymore as much.
Even like how they did with Benoit. He won the Royal Rumble, he won WrestleMania, and then
he cooled
4
down.
months later, he just lost it, and that was it. That was the end of
It
of
cooled
Benoit.
down, exactly. And now, and then it would show if it didn't cool down, then it would show that he's worthy of that spot, and you keep him there.
Oh, but it would have cooled down because it would have got boring because there's no one to really do anything with him.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's boring right now, because like, who the fuck is Reigns gonna feud with?
So honestly, it would have cooled. No, it would be over. The whole thing would be over already.
Yeah, it just always
And
feels like they didn't
could
finish
have
it.
moved over to their big next thing. Yes, that's the problem. It
And that's
feels like
why
they didn't finish it.
I think that's why we all like us and many people talk about it so much, is because it just feels like we got circle jerked and they didn't let us release. Like that's it.
exactly-
They're
that's
still
exactly-
stroking me, and I'm still not getting the orgasm all over the place. If they just given me what I wanted, I don't think I would be complaining right now about Reigns in any way, shape, or form. But like, who is there for Reigns to fight? Like, who is it? ran out
Right
of
now?
people, so now he's feuding with a 70-year-old man.
He has a perfect feud sitting him right in the face. They just need to pull the trigger on it. And I
with
still don't
who?
think it's ready.
I don't even
100%
know what
yet.
you're gonna say.
Yeah, if you say Lesnar, I'm gonna be like, fuck you.
I so can't find what you're gonna say that I have no idea what you're gonna say.
I think
Dean
you say
Ambrose. Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, but I mean, he should have turned heel for that. So, but
That's
I mean,
gonna
he's-
be.
but
I
he's
mean,
not going to.
that's gonna be they already have that built up where it's gonna be good, and you know that.
But,
You know that.
but who's gonna turn heel for
I still-
that?
I think you can go. Well,
You can't
Ambrose.
go double face. No, Ambrose.
No.
No, Ambrose should not be. They literally only have Reigns and Ambrose as the faces. If you turn Ambrose, they have nothing.
no, I'm not saying both. I didn't say both.
No, you said one. I don't even think they can turn one at this point. Like, once they lost Cena, they're fucked. They have to keep Ambrose in case Reigns gets hurt. Imagine they turn Ambrose heel and then Reigns goes down with like a quad injury, and they're like, "Oh, well, Dolph, are you ready?"
No,
Yeah, for real. It's funny because I was thinking. I honestly imagine
Jericho's
Vince in
back,
the back
guys.
going
They
like,
got Jericho.
"Where's that German guy who spins people?"
Where did that bald charisma-less German go?
God.
We need that German guy who spins people. People love the spins.
Give him back the yodeling.
Now, see, I also have another little qualm here with all this shit.
God.
Everybody always talks about, oh, fuck Cena, fuck Cena. Well, you see how all this bullshit's going on where, like, literally, like, with that example, you're like, they don't have Cena, so literally they can't turn anybody else heel.
It's wonderful. I mean,
It's wonderful. What's
Cena
wonderful?
being gone this whole time has been the biggest show of how badly this
yeah.
place needs Cena.
Yep.
Where was it at the last pay-per-view that they were chanting, we want Cena?
Punk and Cena, and yeah. Oh, they were doing the "Let's Go Cena" chant without Cena in the fucking
Let's
match.
go Cena.
And Cena sucks.
Cena
See,
was nowhere
that's
to be
why-
found.
Fuck these fans.
No,
Fuck these
oh my
fans.
god! I love that you blame the fans for them burying their roster for 10 years to put over only Cena, and that's it. It's not the fans' fault. They were conditioned
Also,
to this
remember,
way.
There's a huge difference between the Cena chants and no one liking Reigns. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
It's
you're
not
right.
even
It's different.
close
It's
to the
everybody
same
hates Cena. Cena's gone. Now everybody fucking wants him
Except-
back.
no,
Except
nobody. I don't think.
everyone didn't hate Cena.
Yeah, nobody hated
That's
Cena.
not true.
No,
Okay,
I think he was really loved, actually.
Not okay. Yes, the majority of the non-hardcore.
No, but even the people that chant they hate him, like, I don't think they hate him at all. I think that they just really enjoy chanting that he sucks. He wouldn't be selling as much merch as he sells if he was
Because
split down the middle with the fans.
Well, he's
Like-
not split down the middle. The majority of the fans love Cena because it is the more PG based. But I'm talking about the more like the hardcore fans.
No, the
like,
hardcore fans are bored of Cena. It's different from hating Cena.
I think he
Well,
Now that
definitely...
he's
they're
been gone for
bo-
6 months, now they're not bored of it anymore. Just,
no. Well, he also won
just
back
'cause
the
you don't get bored
hardcore...
of things when they've been gone like 6 months.
He won back the hardcore fans, though, with his U.S. run, in my
His US
opinion.
run, yeah,
I
exactly.
think that
not
made,
just
I
that,
made
everything
him,
he did last year.
Sure.
I don't know.
With the
I'd
US
say
run,
just his
he
US
really did
title.
win back a lot of the hardcore fans. I
It's just 'cause
agree with
it's-
Rami.
Yeah, it's just because it
Oh,
was
I agree,
so
100%.
fresh.
Yeah.
It was so fresh. But I don't think anybody really hated him that much. It's just, again, it was WWE booking was shit because they just kept putting him in the same situations over and over again. That's why the US title was so nice. It made me rekindle what I loved about him early on because I got to see him poorly attempt new moves and face new opponents. It was great. But I mean, that company, it shows how weak they are because they put everything they had into this one guy, and then when he goes down, they're like, "Uh-oh, what happened?" Well, you put everything you had into that one guy. What do you fucking expect's gonna happen?
And to be fair, there's a lot of people out, not just him. But obviously he's the top.
He
guy,
hurts the
but-
most, though. I mean, easily.
Yeah.
He is the biggest hurt.
No doubt. No
Because
doubt.
Orton,
But there's
Orton
a
doesn't
lot.
matter.
There's a
Orton's
lot
not
out
a big
though.
deal. Like out of everybody that's out, though, I think Rollins and Cena are the only ones that really matter. The other ones hurt, but they're not like game changers where they've got to change everything they had planned for Mania. Cena is that game changer.
Orton's up there.
I don't think
He's
so.
not like a game changer, but he's up there.
I don't like name the last time at Mania he did something that mattered other than 30, but he
Yeah,
didn't really matter.
He
though.
had a great match with Rollins.
Yeah, it was great, but
last-
nobody paid to see it. Like he's not a
Yeah,
game
it's-
changer. He's
no,
just
He's not up there, but it is a big deal because he was a great filler.
Yeah, but that's
he
what I'm
is a
saying
good-
though. They're not, but again, they're not going to change their plans around him being hurt though. Cena
No.
immediately changes their plans.
Oh, of course, anytime Cena's involved, of course. They're
Yeah, but
changing.
again though, they should have had Ziggler not get shit on. Ambrose should be more of a main event player. Owen should be a main. Their guys just aren't. You don't. When you look at some of their guys that should have been built up years ago, they were at some point sacrificed to Cena, and it hurt him. Like it hurt him bad, and it sucks because now they're fucked.
No, see, I don't know. Because I like the fact that I like people winning a lot more than they lose. Like, I like people winning and like being dominant as opposed to like 50-50 down the middle like half the time.
I like it too, but I don't like it for 10 years. I enjoy it. I enjoy it in periods and spurts because it makes sense. Because if you look at athletes, like Michael Jordan didn't win the fucking NBA championship 10 years in a row. He won it 3 years in a row. Then they had a downward spiral for a little bit. And then they came back and
He
they
didn't
won
have
it.
a downward spiral. He retired.
No, but I mean, like they did kind of have downward spirals.
He literally that period of when he won 6 championships. The only time he didn't win was when he didn't play. Just for the record, Michael Jordan was a terrible example.
All right, so Magic Johnson, they won the
Magic
championship.
Johnson.
They had
And
Michael
then he
Jordan's
got
a much better
AIDS.
example.
They had a no, shut the fuck up. They had a really good feud with Larry Bird and the Celtics, and they kind of went back and forth with it. He didn't just win it all the time. I guess my
Much
example
better
of Michael Jordan was awful.
It was really bad.
Okay, but still, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see the same guy on top for 10 years crushing everybody because everybody else looks awful, and then when he goes away, everybody still looks awful. I mean, I think it's a pretty fair argument.
Don't worry. Damian Sandow is gonna break out any day now. That's why they sacrificed him to
Yeah,
No,
right.
Cena.
I mean, it's a good argument. I agree. I mean, it's a good argument. That's why, like.
But you
that's
disagree,
the-
though. I don't
I
understand.
do disagree. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it. That's
No, but like, what's your disagreement? You enjoy them all looking like crap for 10 years, and you
they
think
didn't
that
look
they
like
should?
crap.
Oh my god,
They didn't
so
look like
did.
crap.
Who
No.
came out of a feud with Cena that actually looked good afterwards?
Who actually
One
looked
guy.
good?
Well, I
One
got
guy,
one
yeah. I'd
answer.
say there's one guy. Like,
Who?
Who else has come
Edge.
out? Yeah, Edge.
Edge.
Yeah, but you know what they did though is they got him the fuck away from Cena after they were done and put him on the other brand for a while, and they separated him. So that was smart. That was a good call. But like, who else?
No,
I don't-
Edge is my only one.
And to be fair, I don't think there's been that many others that actually had the talent to shine.
Oh, that's
as well.
bullshit. That's bullshit. There's tons.
Who?
Punk easily should have come out
Oh,
looking better.
okay,
but then
okay, Punk-
they made him look like crap afterwards. He started being a chicken shit asshole for some reason. God, that's one of my least favorite changes heel
that was-
turns ever.
Yeah, that's a straight. That's just a bad. Yeah, that
I'm a
is bad.
badass
I agree.
for
That's
a
bad
year and a
booking
half,
call.
and then all of a sudden I'm a chicken shit. Why?
I agree, 100%. That's 100%. Yeah,
And even he's
I-
gone on and said that he hated that. Like, he didn't want to turn, but they
It didn't
gave him
make
no
any
choice.
sense.
What did you hear? Like, apparently, like from it was from an interview or something he did that he was like, either I was gonna turn heel or they were gonna give the belt to Bryan so he could drop it to Rock. Like, wow, that's fucking terrible. Obviously, you're gonna take the heel turn because from a business standpoint, you want to keep the belt as long as possible.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, again, name somebody else who came out. I would even argue Edge kind of didn't come out looking great right away. It took him a little bit of time. They had to build him back up by having him do other stuff with other people. But over time, he looked better. But over time, who else?
I felt like Sheamus when he made his debut when he came through with Cena feuding. I felt like
They made him into a
that
bitch.
solidified him.
He was this hardcore, like, brawler, no fear guy on
He
ECW.
was a badass.
And then
when
they
he
put him
was-
against Cena, and he became a chicken shit heel that always had to run away. It made no sense. It didn't make sense from a character standpoint. He wasn't a guy that ran away. Like, I hate that they always modify them against Cena. They always have to become a bitch. And why can't they just be a badass that goes against Cena?
I mean, that's. I don't,
Brock is the only example.
Yeah. And Brock didn't come out looking better. He just ate Cena. he just fucking ate him. So he just looked like
To be
Brock
fair-
still.
To be fair, that did make him look better though.
I
True.
just think he just looked like
No,
Brock
it did.
still. I don't know.
Yeah, but but he looked like Brock even against Cena.
Yeah, I still just hate that match though. I fucking loathe that
I
match.
love that
now.
match.
What about-
I
It's
love
not
that
even
match.
a match.
More
I don't
than
think
anything.
it was pretty good.
I love that match more than my children.
No,
I agree.
I don't have children.
I
Glorified
love him more than your
squash match
children.
should not be a SummerSlam main event. So
I thought
it was
that
fun
great.
at the
I thought
time,
was-
but it
I thought
does.
it was fantastic. I
It
thought
holds
it was
up
unexpected.
horribly now. Horrible match now. The shock value,
don't
as
care.
long as the shock value is not there, it doesn't work anymore. But thank
but I don't
God
care
it
about
wasn't
Goldie.
Bryan. Thank fucking God it wasn't Bryan. I would have stopped watching wrestling. I swear to God, I would have been done. Because that was the original plan, was for that to happen to
There's
Bryan.
been a lot
Thank
of
God.
bullshit.
Well, it wouldn't have made sense against Bryan because Bryan's just some guy and John Cena
but
is
it would have made sense because they hate Bryan backstage secretly, and they were going to be
No,
like,
I mean, it
fuck
wouldn't
you.
have made sense from an actual booking standpoint.
I think it
made
would've,
sense
'cause
to
he
do
was-
it with Cena because it was like, holy shit, Brock just killed Superman.
All right. Well, then, from your eyes, they stumbled into gold, I guess, because it was
Yes,
not planned
that's
for
exactly
Cena at
how
all.
I
It was
feel.
supposed to be Bryan
they-
just getting dominated.
I don't know about stumbled or whatever. I thought it was fantastic, whether
Oh
or
my
not
God.
it was.
I would have ripped
original.
my remaining testicle off if they had done that to Daniel
Yes, but,
Bryan.
but like I said, it would have made no sense. It would have made no sense to Bryan.
Because the sense was they hated Bryan. And they still do. They hate him. They fucking hate him. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Use every asset that you have. I don't care if you don't like somebody. I was looking up stuff on Ken Kennedy and why he got fired overall, and how Orton was kind of like the what broke the camel's back, but it was Cena that also didn't like him because he hurt him with like a dodgy hip toss, and he ripped his
Right.
pec muscle. But then like it went further. They were talking about how Taker fucking hated him, and it's
Yeah.
like if
Triple
those
H apparently
three
didn't like that much either.
yeah, if those three hate you, though, that's it. It's over, and it was just a matter of time. But I watched that suplex that Orton gave him, or that he took from Orton, or no, he gave Orton. Oh yeah, it was fucking vile. it was awful. I can see why he was upset. Not good, especially if he has shoulder injuries and stuff. Yeah. I thought he was going to be a main event guy for sure. I thought Kennedy was going to be going to be the guy.
Yeah. I liked him.
Yeah.
I absolutely thought he was going to be the guy.
And then he
But,
just went to TNA for years. But yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. But yeah, Triple H is totally winning the Rumble.
Nope. Nope. I mean, we'll have one more podcast before the Rumble, right?
Yeah, it should be right before, like,
Right before the Rumble.
yeah, like days before the Rumble. So,
Okay, so I don't want to give away my predictions yet.
I stand by it. If
Really?
Triple H
It's
comes
Kurt
back,
Angle.
Triple H comes back. No, if Triple H comes back on TV, I think he might
Kurt
be in
Angle's,
it.
Kurt Angle's winning the Royal Rumble.
I think he could be in it. I think they're gonna have a lot
dude,
of
if
surprises.
Kurt Angle's in the Rumble, I will shit my pants.
I mean, they have to do something
Hey,
that's safe for him because if he takes
he's free of a contract.
yeah, but again,
And
they
if
have
he
to,
loses, I will also shit my pants. And
he will lose. There's no chance Kurt Angle wins the Royal Rumble. No, not
if
even
he's
a 1%
if he's
chance.
in it, he better
No,
fucking win it.
He's
I'm
not gonna
kidding.
win it.
I'm
He-
kidding.
he-
I'm
He can't. No.
Barely can
obviously,
walk.
They can't put the belt on Kurt
Yeah, a
Angle.
drug addict. They can't do it. I question that he would even pass a wellness policy at this point. I don't see how he could do it. I mean,
I don't
they
know.
said in TNA he literally had to get around in a wheelchair most of the time that he worked there. There's no
and
fucking
then
way.
then he would walk out there and put on a fucking great match.
Yeah, but Bomber!
it's
I don't
crazy
want him to die!
I don't want him to die either. He's a great wrestler.
He might actually die.
He
He
might
probably
die in the
will
ring,
die.
yes.
If he dies, have it be at fucking WrestleMania.
Oh my
I'm just
You re-
saying.
I think that would literally kill WWE. If Angle died in the middle of a match because they were negligent on his health. I
What
literally
if he dies,
feel like
but he
that would
goes
be it.
over?
Yeah, they have to somehow drop the belt to Reigns the next night. I don't know. God.
He dies in the ring, but whoever he was facing was he dies in the ring. He dies as champion, but technically not in the ring. He was out of the ring. And he's down for the 10 count.
Yeah, there you go.
He loses the match, but he holds the title.
What if they just said it was the first ever title change by death?
Oh dear.
That's
Lord.
one of the rules they never specified before, but technically it's in the contract.
true.
So
Wait, but you can lose the match by forfeit, right? You can lose the belt via forfeit in a match. If you throw in the towel, you can
it
lose.
depends on.
So,
it
If you
depends.
throw in the towel in a match, right? You
They're giving him CPR, and Vince just comes out and throws the towel.
well, no. If you die, it's like quitting on the match.
No, Vince has to come out comically, like half crying and half pissed, and just throw a towel on the dead corpse as they're trying to resuscitate Kurt Angle.
Throws it right on his face.
Yeah.
Bam.
If you die, it's like quitting on the match.
Yeah, it's very similar. But like I said, if Triple H comes back on TV before the Rumble, I don't think he's going to win it. But if you do not see Triple H on Raw before the Royal Rumble, he is definitely winning it. That's just WWE logic. That's the way
We'll
they
give
always
our
work.
final.
So Rab, if it's that final Raw and he hasn't come out and like the show closes, your heart can
Don't
sink
go.
just a little bit more, and you don't have to go. Yeah.
Just don't go to Royal.
Yes.
Oh, I love the Royal Rumble.
I know, me too. But last year's made me hate WWE more than I've hated them in a long time. And the previous year also made me hate WWE.
If I would have been so pissed if I had been in the last two.
Oh yeah, the last two have made me slightly not trust them more and more every year. So we'll see what happens, though. I don't know.
Yeah,
should be fun.
Kurt Angle's gonna die in the Royal Rumble.
I hope so.
But he's not
when I
gonna
say
go
I
over
hope
the
so,
top
I
rope.
mean-
But he's not gonna go over the top rope.
What if his music hits and like the biggest pop ever? Because you know he would get one.
Oh, no doubt.
No, yeah, his
No
music hits,
doubt.
but he actually dies in the wheelchair in gorilla position, and Vince is like, "God damn it!" and he just rolls his dead corpse out with a towel over his face, and it reads on it, "I forfeit."
Oh,
His pyro still goes off as his corpse.
Yeah, and the whole crowd's still chanting, "You suck."
Yeah, you suck. You're dead.
You suck.
You're dead.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
You're dead. You're dead.
Oh,
God no!
it's the way he wants to go.
And if it happens, we called it here first.
Yeah, it's the way he wants to go.
Yeah, we called
Seriously,
it.
though, if not Reigns and not Triple H,
God.
those are your two choices. If not them, then who can win the Royal Rumble?
Kurt Angle's corpse.
Yep. The ghost of Kurt Angle.
Imagine though, if what if they did it like what's the Drop Dead, not Drop Dead Fred? What was the one where it was Bernie's Vacation? What it was called, where he dies?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend
Weekend at
Yeah.
Bernie's.
What if like he dies, but they still want him to win the Rumble, so they have to like pretend that he's alive? Weekend
God.
at Royal Rumble.
Weekend at Royal Rumble. Just fucking have people flipping over.
Would they bring back like Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas just to
God.
puppet him around?
It's like the finish is he puts the ankle lock on Reigns and then he has to angle slam him out. So you just see Reigns fumbling to get his dead arms around Reigns' ankle.
This is so bad.
Oh no! You know what they could do? So what they do is so let's say he dies in the middle of the ring. So you go in there, they pick him up, they take him to the back to evaluate, and then he comes back. But really, it's what's his name? Chad Gable. Chad Gable comes back, but
Shaves
he's
his
wearing. He shaves his head. He's wearing Kurt Angle's tights, and then we all just pretend it's Kurt Angle.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that or they get really sick and they just skin Kurt Angle and make Chad Gable wear a Kurt Angle skin suit.
That's a little, yeah.
I think they could get away with it.
I think they can. Yep. I like this.
You guys are going down a pretty dark path.
Oh man, I'm loving it though. It's more entertaining than WWE is, so
It would be pretty good, not gonna lie.
yeah, it'd be the best possible last WWE show ever.
You're kind of building this up for me now. If it's kind of going to be disappointed,
it better be dead
disappointed
Kurt
if it
Angle.
doesn't happen.
I think Chad Gable. I think he's down for it. I think he's ready, willing, and able for it.
It's gonna be.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I like what you did there. I think he's ready for that big payday. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
And I also just want to note, I'm going to be sad the day that Dean Ambrose' hair finally goes.
I mean,
Yeah, it's looking bad.
Yeah,
he'll do it whenever he wants to do it.
I know, I like it.
Yeah, it's good. All right.
So I saw him. He had his shirt off the other time. I thought he didn't wear. I just saw him recently because I barely watch anymore. He wrestled without a shirt.
So yeah, sometimes it depends. Yeah, sometimes
Well, he
he
didn't-
goes
he
white
didn't used
beater,
to.
sometimes he goes.
Yeah, he is the titty
Well,
master.
it's funny because I hadn't seen him without a shirt in forever, and I always everyone's like, oh, he wears the shirt because underwear it's just like crazy scars and shit from
No,
from
No, not at
CZW.
all.
no,
No,
he
not at
only did a little bit of the heart. He only did it for a short period of time in CZW,
Yeah, he doesn't
and he
have
didn't
any
even do that. He did some death matches, yeah, but and he took a sawzall to the forehead. But other than that,
A what?
a sawzall. You guys haven't seen that?
No, it just sounded bad.
Salzar?
Sawzall. That's what it's called.
I don't.
A Salzar.
Sawzall.
Yeah, what is
Hold on.
that?
Hold on.
Salzar? Is that a Star Wars villain that's yet to debut?
No, Sawzall.
A Salzal.
Salzar.
Sawzall. SAWZALL.
That's
Sawzall.
not helping. It's not helping in the
Saw.
slightest.
I don't want to stop the recording.
What
for
does
you,
it
but
do? No, but what does it do?
Wait, spell it again. Spell it again.
Yeah,
It's
don't
a
put anything in the chat.
It's SAWZALL. It's a Sawzall.
Sawzall. A Sawzall.
So what does
Sawzall.
it do though? Like what is
It's
it?
a fucking. You cut wood with it.
It's a saw.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
saw that
it-
saws
it-
all.
It
like a
saws
sawzall.
anything. It's God.
Yeah,
you
a
fucking sound
reciprocating
it.
saw. It's another Sawzall.
A Sawzall.
Jesus!
You can tell you guys. You can tell you. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed. If you watch the Job Squad wrestling thing that I've been doing with the Jobber Radio title, did you get to actually see the belt?
No, I didn't see the belt.
I put BZW on the side of the belt too. I don't know. That's pretty badass.
Shit.
I was pretty happy about that. But
All right.
to our fans that have watched or listened way back in the day. But anyway, he Brain Damage, a dude named Brain Damage, took him and he put the saw and like ran it across his forehead in a death match.
And this is why I don't watch CZW. So.
But I don't even. It wasn't real. Okay, I guess I can say it wasn't real. It looks amazing, and you can't tell that it's not real.
I've never had a boner for, hey, let's rub this blade all over this guy's fucking forehead like that.
Yeah,
it doesn't do anything for me.
I don't know.
I mean, I can't honestly from watching ECW, I can't even look at cheese graters the same way.
Yeah.
You guys are
I
fucking
appreciate
pussies.
the big spots they do because when I used to do the backyard wrestling, I loved like big takeable spots or just like intricate spots, like throwing someone on a chair, whatever. But just getting a guy on the ground, grabbing a cheese grater, and doing it over their forehead does absolutely nothing for me.
See, if you think that's, I know you don't think that's what CCW is, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's exactly what it is.
That's all it is.
You
100%. They never do anything but
we're
that.
about to go for another fucking hour.
99% of the matches are just cheese
No,
graters to the
you
head, and the other
fucking piece of
1%
shit.
is
You piece-
Jesus.
You piece of shit.
CZW.
We're gonna you just pissed me off.
Cheese grater to the head, then you're dead. Nothing's better in bed. CZW.
Yeah, that's Ambrose's thing. Come on now.
100%.
But no, dude, no.
yeah, that's it.
No.
That's all they're known for.
You're getting
At
me
least
riled up
ECW brought in some like luchadors and really good wrestling, but CCW.
Oh
doesn't give a
my
fuck.
fucking god! You're pissing me off. You're doing this on purpose now.
No,
Wait,
why would I do
You're
that?
what are
fucking
you
doing
mad
this
about?
on purpose.
Yeah, what are you mad about? We're just
Wait,
saying what CCW's about.
You didn't like ECW?
Yeah.
Fuck you guys. I'm not. You know
Wow,
what? No,
I didn't-
I'm not
I didn't
even
know
gonna
you
fall
felt
for
that
it.
way.
Nope.
I
not
thought-
even gonna fall for it. I know you're fucking trolling. Not gonna happen.
I thought you would appreciate that ECW actually cared about like the actual art of wrestling and not just hardcore cheese grater matches.
By the way, I can't even remember the last time there was a cheese grater. in
That's
a
because they do it
CCW.
so often.
In CCW, I once saw a guy take a light tube, and then the light tube had thumbtacks taped to it
Which
somehow.
is so stupid.
And then there was barbed wire
It was glued.
around the light
It was glued.
tube.
It was glued on.
Which is
They
so
glue
dumb.
it onto it.
Why?
They glue it on.
It
Yeah, why would
shatters.
why would they tape it?
It shatters it. What's the point of
Why
putting
would
the
they glue
thumbtacks
it?
on it?
Just because I don't know, man. Just to make it look more hardcore.
Is Sexy Eddie still alive?
See, he hasn't been in CZW in years.
Yeah, but I know, but he's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah,
Why isn't he in CZW though? He was so sexy.
he's not. He's not.
Rab,
he wasn't even.
Rab, do you know
he was
who
in
Sexy
CZW
Eddie-
for a short period of time.
Do you know who Sexy Eddie is, Rab?
He's a
Some-
Canadian wrestler.
He would do hardcore matches, but he wrestles in a thong.
Yeah, he's a Canadian wrestler that came
Yeah.
down.
And I
for a
remember
short
one match I saw they like
couple years.
stabbed his dick with a broken light tube.
Yeah, well, it's not like obviously he's got like a sock in there.
I love that you just casually go, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
because it's funny as fuck when you watch it.
Hey, at
it's
least
hilarious.
come on, let's give it up for ECW bringing in like Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko and like having really good matches, unlike CZW.
Yeah,
CZW had a guy named Brain Damage,
they did.
and yeah, he was
was a good
representative of the fans.
He was a good deathmatch wrestler. He's
He's
actually
representation of the fans. is Brain
by the
Damage.
way, I want to say rest in peace to Brain Damage. By the way,
No, oh wow, it's so surprising that he's dead.
dude, why you dude, why you guys being an asshole? The guy's dead. You I fucking hate you so bad.
Right? It's like, oh, rest in peace to brain damage. Well, yeah.
I fucking hate you. Oh, you guys are
Looking at it now, it's kind of messed up. He killed himself.
Yeah,
He
well,
did.
he had brain damage. He wasn't thinking straight. I was saying,
Probably.
it was his
What was
fucking
wrong
name.
with that guy?
I mean,
He-
that's why Mondo got the fuck out of the business because he was super depressed because of it. And he knew if he stayed, he would have killed himself.
It wasn't
Does
because
he-
of it. He was depressed, not because
Nope.
of wrestling.
No, but the wrestling kept making it worse because he kept getting more injuries. I watched his fucking documentary.
It kept making him do sicker shit. Yeah,
exactly, and he would have died.
He-
Mondo left CZW because he got a promotion at Blockbuster.
Blockbuster, yeah. He got early in on.
No, he
Redbox.
moved to Japan.
Yeah,
He's
in
a
Japan
filmmaker
now.
in Japan.
Yeah.
They have Blockbusters in Japan.
Fuck you. They don't have Blockbusters anywhere anymore.
But yeah, I want to see
Rest
the
in
dream
peace,
match.
Blockbuster.
Sick Nick Mondo still works at the one Blockbuster that's somewhere.
You're the worst. You're a dick.
He still got the bucket of popcorn on his head.
I hate you.
He got that bucket of popcorn at a discount at the Blockbuster he worked at.
Because he works there. Yeah, why? He got 10% off.
I don't know why Bomber's getting angry. It's not
I
my fault
don't
he worked at a
either.
Blockbuster.
It's
I'm
the
not
truth.
getting angry at all.
What's the problem with Blockbuster, you dick?
You call me an asshole because Mondo worked at a Blockbuster.
I called you a block. I mean, sorry. I called you a blockbuster. I called you an asshole because you're making fun of brain damage because he's dead.
No, yeah, well, brain damage is an awful thing for people to have.
First off,
No, hold on. Brain damage is an awful thing to have, so it's easy to make fun of it.
You're terrible.
But just funny, like rest in peace, brain damage. No shit. Oh, I couldn't have called that one. That's like if a wrestler was called "I'll be dead soon." Oh, rest in peace. I'll be dead soon. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know what else to say.
Good deathmatch wrestler.
I want to see Kurt Angle's corpse versus brain damage now.
Oh my god.
You'd be saying that too. You'd be jerking off to it.
in memoriam to tumors.
Oh, rest in peace, CZW wrestler Terminal.
God. Oh, man.
CZW.
Oh, their new theme is so much better though.
Oh, what about the?
Remember,
What about
there's
the
a new theme?
They have a new theme song. Yeah,
Nobody remembers that.
Why?
I'll have to
it's
listen
so
to
much
it.
better.
Rab, what about the rest in peace to the tag team of Suicide Watch? I think
What?
they're going down.
Damn it! You messed the joke up.
I didn't know because they're on Suicide Watch. They killed themselves.
No, you went too far.
We already
But-
made the suicide joke earlier with brain damage.
But yeah,
But everyone, look, suicide is not a joking matter.
No, but brain
None of
damage
us here
is.
think that suicide is a joking matter.
Brain
except
damage
for
is definitely
Zion.
okay.
So please
You sons of
remember
bitches.
all your hate mail to Zion Mainframe.
You know what's nice about this though is I have final
On
say
YouTube.
on the upload that people watch. I'll just get rid of it. I'm perfect. It ended on a high note.
just ends right there. Bam, done.
Yeah. All right, I think it's
think
time to take it out.
This is the best part of the show. I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
been
Please
pretty
don't cut it.
fun. It's been pretty fun making fun of other people dying
Yeah.
because of depression.
Yeah, you guys. Fuck you.
I'm still waiting for Dave Bautista to die on my death pool.
Yeah, well, Kurt Angle was mine. Neither of us have
Mine-
lost yet.
Mine's China. I'm still waiting.
Man, we all picked. Well, I don't know about Batista though. You just have age. Age is your advantage, but he's in great shape. But
It
really-
wasn't about him. I picked the dark horse, but he is old and uses steroids.
I don't
So
know.
I mean,
think China turned her life around,
I don't know about that.
or is she still doing hardcore porn? She might be doing porn still.
Well, I think she's like tried to clean up, but they never do. Like, did you hear what Sunny's offering now?
Oh dear God. no.
Sunny's offering like individual Skype messages where she like
Yes, she
initiates
does that.
sex. Yeah, initiates sex.
That's pretty. Is
She's
there a link
gross.
to this?
She's
Is there a
sup-
link to
she's
this
super
somewhere?
gross though now.
that sounds like easy money though.
Like, remember when Sunny
don't-
was
I don't
back on Raw for what was it, like the 20th anniversary, and she looked like super fucking hot? That Sunny would have been worth paying for. That's about it. Not anymore. And plus, she had Sabu and Sandman's dick in her at the same time, which is disgusting.
I mean,
Why did you say it?
I can think of worse things.
No, I can't.
I think this means that he's fucked Sabu and Sandman at the same time.
The only thing that could be worse than that is if instead of Sonny it was Mae Young, and
Yeah.
that's only slightly worse.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, she had her time. She was hot. Even Mae Young. I remember I saw pictures of her back in the day. Mae Young was a looker, for sure. But, you know, time is
I know
not
back
her
in the
friend.
'90s. I mean,
No.
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 That
Definitely
Royal
like
Rumble
the
where she
60s
took
and
her top
70s. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and like they rolled out. That was hilarious.
It was.
Yeah. I
It
still
looked
call
fake.
bullshit that they were fake. I don't
It was
think they
fake.
were.
It was.
I don't think
It was
so.
still, that was
No,
fake.
no,
They were
that's how
like
they look.
green,
They
Yeah,
were like
yeah.
all the way down to her waist. It
That's
was
how they look.
really-
and they were like green. No,
Yeah.
that wasn't real.
Obviously, neither of you have fucked an 80-year-old woman before.
Not recently.
Yeah, not this week. Not this week.
All right, take out the fucking show. I gotta go eat.
All right. Yeah, guys. Check us out on iTunes. If you're watching us on Wreckless Eating, search Jobber Radio. Anybody else got anything to say? I'm
Rest
ready
in
to go.
peace, brain damage.
The the Florida Panthers that are 11 games straight, number one in the Atlantic Division.
I'll cut
Boom,
that
hockey.
out. I'm cutting that out.
Don't cut it out. Leave it.
We're not talking about hockey.
I'll leave that one in, but okay, Rab, if I leave that in, can I cut out my suicide tag team joke?
I thought I'm editing this. What's going on? I make the say.
I can re-edit it though.
Well, then that's a lot more work for you. And
Not really. It's actually pretty easy. You have to do all the hard stuff. I just have to cut out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get the fuck out of here. Episode 20. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would say I hope we're here for another 20, but goddamn, I don't think I'm gonna survive that long.
Yeah.
So
You're like,
Why, do you go by brain damage?
fuck you guys. I should have just left it there. I should have just left it alone.
He's brain damaged too. He just takes a mask and it's a Japan style thing.
We're getting the fuck out of here. We're done. End it.
Boom.